Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good day to everyone. My name is Zainal Abidin bin Muhammad Tahir. I am a teaching fellow at INSEF. Currently, I also act as the deputy head of the CIP department. Well, before I proceed further, let me talk a bit about myself. I used to work in banks before, both in conventional as well as Islamic bank, for more than 25 years. Although I work in various capacities, my main experience was actually in the credit or financing related works. That covers all the spectrum of credit, the consumer banking, the commercial banking, as well as the corporate banking. And I hope I can share with you my experience during the semester. For today, the main topic that I'll talk about will be the course itself, as well as the expectation of the course. Okay, the course objective actually is to provide an understanding of the customer's needs and to develop the ability to structure or package Islamic financial solutions. Okay, this course actually is designed to equip students with basic understanding of the customer's behavior and needs, as well as the principles, rules, and practices in structuring financial solutions, both for deposits as well as financing. Okay, the learning outcome expected from this course are actually one, be able to explain the needs of the various categories of customers and identify the relevant Sharia compliant financing products or instruments to meet their respective needs. Number two, be able to analyze the economic and business environment, as well as the associated risks that may influence the customer's capability to survive, as well as to service the financing facilities given. And number three, be able to structure or package banking products and services that are not only appropriate to the customers, but also within the parameters specified by the bank. Okay. In order to achieve the outcome, you will be given tools and techniques for assessing the customer's appropriate facilities, the required amount to be given, and not forgetting the method on how to manage the banking relationship. Okay, this will be sorted by many cases or caselets. Okay, for as far as the topic concerned, among the topics that will be covered during the course will be one, overview of the Islamic banking products and services. This is actually a revisit of what you have learned in the earlier courses, such as deposit and financing operation. Two, understanding the customer's behavior and identification of needs of both customers, that is the consumer as well as business. Among others, we'll discuss about the individual and business life cycles. And number three, understanding the various types of business, such as trading, manufacturing, construction, real estate, and also companies that are involved in providing business services. Topic 4, we'll talk about risk analysis. Actually, here we'll discuss about the common risks faced by the customers and the bank. This will include the business risk. Okay, and as we know, one of the main concern of customer would be pricing of the products. So during the semester, we'll talk more about this. Okay. And one of the most important topics in this course will be the credit or financing process and evaluation, or some of us call it due diligence. This topic will cover both the quantitative as well as the quantitative aspects that will include, among others, the financial ratios and the trend analysis. Okay, the next one will be the credit support. This is actually for risk mitigation. Among others, we'll talk about the various types of collaterals, guarantees, and insurance or takaful. Okay, and lastly, we'll talk about structuring or packaging the financial solutions. Among the topic that we discuss here will be the principal terms and conditions of the various types of facilities, and also we also talk about the basic documentation. Okay, and for the course structure, as you know, these courses are offered both for full-time and online students. Okay, for FT students or full-time students, they will have the benefit of the face-to-face lecture of 3 hours for 14 weeks in total. For online students, you can opt for tutorials, okay, especially in the Klang Valley, that are held at the campus. There will be 4 tutorials of 3 hours each, that will make a total of 12 hours. For pure online students, of course, you will have to rely on the lecture materials that are uploaded in LMS, as well as the INSEF textbook. Okay. For online students, you are also given the option to attend the pre-exam seminar. Actually, it's actually one day seminar that will focus on the relevant topics that will be relevant to the final examination. But of course, for online students also, we offer webinar sessions. We will have at least a minimum of 3 sessions per semester, but if time permits, you will have more sessions during the semester. Okay. For better understanding of the course, caselets will be provided during the semesters. For the full-time students, you will have the opportunity to discuss in groups and present the cases in class. But for those online students, of course, there will be no opportunity for them to discuss and present the case. Okay. However, for the benefit of the online students, let me highlight the structure of the caselets. Okay. Number one, basically, is the identification of the needs. Okay. Number two, evaluation or assessments of the needs, both qualitative as well as quantitative. And number three, you have to make decisions or recommendations or providing solutions to the case. Okay. As for evaluation or assessment of the course, it will be categorized into two. One is basically the coursework that comprise the assignment. The other one, of course, is the final examination. For the assignment, mark allotted will be 30%, and for the final exam will be 70%. Okay. For the assignment, usually a case will be given or a scenario will be given to students for them to come up with the solutions. details about the assignment will be given during the semester. As for the final examination, of course, you will be tested based on the various levels of Bloom's taxonomy of cognitive domain. They include knowledge, comprehension, application, analysis, synthesis, and evaluation. And of course, for the exam, the questions will be based on the master's degree level of assessment. Okay. And for the recommended readings, I would say that there will be quite a number of references that you can make, but the reading material, the list of the material will be given during this semester. Okay. Okay. My expectation of the course for you is one. I would expect you to use all the materials given in the LMS. Okay. And of course, you have to do more reading. Okay. Especially those readings that are recommended. And of course, you have to communicate with me through either email, telephone, or even the face-to-face session, the lecture, the tutorial, or the webinar session. Okay, so that we can resolve some of the issues or problems that are faced by all of you. And I will also advise that for online students, please block your time to participate in the webinar sessions. Okay, of course, the schedule of the webinar session will be given during the early period of the semester. And please not to worry about your face appearing during the sessions, because actually there's no time for the facilitator to allow this to happen. Okay. With that, I wrap up the introduction to the course with wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and see you in coming weeks. Thank you.